Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Sacred Knights podcast. I'm your host, J.F Richards, and today we will be doing a special episode in honor of one of the greatest films of all time, Star Wars. And may the 4th be with you. For so many people, Star Wars is more than just a movie series. It's a world, a legacy, adventure, imagination, heroism, tragedy, redemption, and one of the biggest cultural forces in geek history. Whether you grew up watching the original trilogy, the prequels, the sequels, many of the animated series that have popped up, or the video game series, or even expanded books that have been published, Star Wars has a way of reaching people across generations. It has given us such iconic characters that have been so memorable over the years. Powerful music, incredible battles, a universe that feels larger than life, and it brings out more of what's inside of us. What makes Star Wars so special is, at its core, it feels like myth. It feels as if the classic battle between light and darkness. It has heroes who are called into doing a greater task, much bigger than themselves, along with mentors, fallen warriors, chosen destinies, strange worlds, loyal friendships, and the constant struggle between fear and hope. One of the reasons it's lasted this long, almost 50 years by this point, it's not just about lightsabers, starships, and even though those are awesome too, it's about deeper ideas underneath it all. Everything that George Lucas put into this has a basis in real life in some ways that most people don't even pay attention to. He has written so many good stories. He's with the Star Wars saga, and he's brought more to it, and lately we've gotten more of that from such later additions to the franchise, such as The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, The Bad Batch, Andor, and the upcoming film, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Star Wars has brought us so many iconic characters that have been so memorable that you can memorize them by heart, such as Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, R2-D2, C-3PO, and many more. The part of the fun of Star Wars Day is celebrating all of it. The movies, the characters, the quotes, the battles, the costumes, the fandom, and the memories. For me, I've known Star Wars my entire life. I spent the last 20 years getting to know it properly, and I've enjoyed the films for so long, and I've always been fascinated with the lore. And in fact, being a story writer such as this is something that George Lucas inspires in me a lot. Because even Star Wars had inspiration for me when I wrote The Legend of the Sacred Knights. Today is so special because longtime fans and new fans enjoy this day. Not just because it's a play on the phrase "May the Force be with you," but it's always been celebrated in May because May was the original release month of Star Wars back in 1977. And most of us grew up with a lot of the characters throughout the years. Like I've always been fascinated with Anakin Skywalker, from how he went from being a young boy to a Jedi to one of the most feared villains in all of film history. Star Wars is always more than just what you see on screen. It's a sort of life for us all. This reminds me of so much that the stories can matter. A story like Star Wars isn't just to entertain people, it inspires them. It becomes part of their imagination. It shapes what adventure feels like. It shows how powerful storytelling can be when it captures something timeless. And that's why geek culture matters. These stories stay with us. They become part of our lives. They connect generations. They give us heroes we admire, villains to fear, and worlds we never forget. So today, whether you're rewatching a favorite film, talking about the saga with friends, doing your best character impressions, or just smiling at the words, "May the Fourth be with you," I hope you enjoy the spirit of the day. And I always admire such iconic quotes such as, "No, I am your father," or "Do or do not. There is no try." Or, one of my favorites, "I've got a bad feeling about this." And since this is the Sacred Knights podcast, I'll say this too. I love this story. I love the many things that came with it, such as the wonderful hero who's the dark villains, the mythic journeys, and the struggle between good and evil. Then it's an easy way to see why Star Wars continues to mean so much to so many people. It reminds us that adventure is timeless. Thank you for joining me for this Star Wars Day special on the Sacred Knights podcast. I'm J.F. Richards, and until next time, keep reading, keep imagining, and may the Force be with you.